YouTube and go live. And now, yes, fucking, sorry, I don't know if you're live, but so this should be working now. Okay, since YouTube is being weird, I don't know where exactly we're gonna be live, but I'm just gonna assume we're live. And so, welcome back to this weirdness. So today we're gonna, as you can see, we're gonna try a little bit something different. So I brought my PC to my office, and so if you didn't, yeah, so that's because Macs didn't work perfectly for streaming. I admit that. Macs can be inferior also in something, so I have no problem admitting that. So PC master race. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you came here for some tech news, because that's what this terrible show is about. So, and yeah, so, and this one is not gonna be edited. Maybe.
Absolutely raw and edited.
Absolutely raw.
Pristine quality.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah. Kirilo, how about yourself? How are you doing? Doing good?
I'm doing alright.
Yeah. So we had...
Not much change since last week.
Yeah, I mean, we're still here. We're still in the same place.
Haven't died.
Yeah, haven't died. And
haven't gotten corona.
Oh, dear God. Yeah, and so, people, if you're not in the tech universe right now, CES is happening, which is one of the biggest consumer electronic shows. That's what CES stands for. So that is happening. So we're gonna run down some...
technically it's already happened.
Well, yeah, technically it's already happened, but yeah, they're probably packing up all the stuff in... I think it's happening in Vegas as usual. Las Vegas, I think. Anyway, maybe
it's not happening. It's not happening in like a physical location, I don't think. Everybody's just doing their own digital.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Remote.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Which some would say is a better way to do it, but cheaper way to do it as well.
Yep, way cheaper and easier. And so yeah, a lot of tech YouTubers got their stuff into the studio like straight away. They just send it. But yeah, don't expect anything from us like hands-on, because
for next year, for 2022.
Yeah, maybe. If we're like way bigger than we are right now. So anyway,
when we are.
Yeah, just to lead off CES, I guess. Yeah, Grillo, I don't know. Do you have any like interesting stuff that you saw or noticed in during the CES announcements?
Yes, of course. So I will be probably sort of kind of moderating this segment, because there's a lot of stuff that happened. I guess we can just take it company by company, kind of, because everybody was there, as is tradition. Everybody has something to announce for that time of the year. And we can start with Acer.
Yeah.
Of course, a lot of the big titles and a lot of the big headlines are related to gaming, because, well, gaming is a massive consumer electronics segment.
One of the biggest. Honestly, gaming is right around like movie territory, like in terms of budgets. Dear God.
Well, it depends. If budgets perhaps, but in terms of like revenues, gaming is way above movies at this point.
Yeah, at this point, oh yeah, you're probably right.
It's probably closer to like television at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's growing. What a crazy world we live in. Everybody's playing video games now. So,
Yeah. Acer.
Acer announced a bunch of laptops. I mean, everybody's announcing a bunch of laptops. And their headlining, for some reason, was a Chromebook with an AMD-based CPU.
Yeah.
This is a trend for this year's CES. Many companies are switching over to AMDs for their laptops.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a lot more of that in the coming years as well.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Just to join in, are you gonna talk about Asus also?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, we are going alphabetically. So
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Asus is soon.
Yeah, Acer with the Nitro 5, right? And yeah, and the AMD stuff. Oh man, this is gonna be huge this year.
Absolutely. I think that probably Intel will still occupy the premium laptop market because it has a premiumness to it, kind of. The top end, I mean, i7 laptop CPUs. But I think that a lot of gaming companies, a lot of gaming laptop manufacturers will switch over to AMD. Well, they already are switching to AMD.
Oh yeah.
So, what did we get to see? A 14-inch gaming laptop with a high refresh rate. Sounds cool. It also doesn't look like it came out of like some sci-fi space drama.
Yeah. Yeah.
From their Predator Triton series. So it looks more like a kind of business Ultrabook.
Yeah.
But actually it's a gaming laptop.
Yeah, with 14 14-inch display, right? With 144 refresh rate, which is pretty sweet, pretty good.
I would have to say that if I had a gaming laptop, I would probably look at some higher, or like bigger display. Maybe 15-inch, kind of 16-inch. You know, that sounds better to me. And of course, they upgraded their Nitro series, which is more like affordable kind of line. That is kind of like cheaper build, but still offers like good inside hardware and good performance. So that's fun.
But sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, the most exciting thing about Acer is like they're also getting into Ryzen 5000. So it's like even the budget ones are getting like the top of the line Ryzen 5000 series CPUs. So it's like even the embargoes about those chips haven't been lifted, so we don't know exactly how they are gonna be like comparing, because I think the 25th is the embargo lift or something like that, so it's like a few days away that we're gonna see what the performance is exactly. But from the leaks and everything, it's gonna be like pretty good. So
well, if the previous year's CPUs are anything to go by, then we can expect some good stuff.
Oh yeah,
AMD has been killing it in the, desktop, maybe not so much in the mobile CPU, but I see no reason why they wouldn't be like, also at the top of the game. In the mobile CPU.
Yeah, the mobile CPUs just came out also, so we just haven't yet gotten the numbers, but yeah. So. All right.
I know you are more into a PC gaming than I would be. Is that something that you would be interested in, to get a gaming laptop as opposed to like a desktop machine for that purpose?
Me? Desktop gaming? I don't know. I'm honestly, the only games I have played on desktop right now are like indie games, pretty much. I'm not into shooters so much, so it's like, yeah, I'm trying to get into it, but as of right now, it's like, I don't have time. I have to do all sorts of things all time. So it's like, but honestly, if I would get something right now, I would. I'm looking into Ryzen, pretty sure. Like that's not even like a question. Pretty much, Ryzen 5000 would be the ideal situation. But I'm in my PC right now. It's like Ryzen the 2000. So it's like Zen Plus architecture. It's not even Zen 2, and the new ones are Zen 3. So it's like I'm a little bit behind as of right now, but I'm not too worried because again, PC is not my main operating system that I'm using. So the focus right now is anyway on the new M1 Max a little bit more than the PC. But yeah, if I would be a little bit more into gaming, then yeah, of course, I will get the. Yeah, but the Ryzen 5000 is like vaporware, as they say. So it's like really hard to get. So I'm gonna
As is everything right now.
Yeah, as with pretty much everything. Anyways. Okay. Shall we move on to?
Yeah, let's talk about. So AMD, I guess we already kind of covered. The 5000 series CPUs is the headlining reveal, I guess, for them. That is exciting. I mean, AMD is an exciting company right now. I don't think there is much to say about them right now. You know, that is like just that's cool. They make better CPUs than Intel most of the time, and they also make cheaper CPUs than Intel. So
yeah,
if they also manage to penetrate the laptop market.
Last year they gave us a taste basically of the performance that we can expect pretty much, and that was like the basically the king of the gaming laptops pretty much was the Asus Zephyrus, which was like a 14-inch laptop, which was like head and shoulders basically above the competition. It's like, what is even happening? This is not even fair anymore. So and Asus released also the next generation Zephyrus also. So it's like, but we don't know.
Yes, of course. As is tradition, the 2021 update to the Zephyrus line is happening. 1440p display with 144 Hz refresh rate. That is cool. To me personally, if I had a gaming laptop, that would be kind of the configuration I would go for.
Oh my god.
1440p.
Yep.
And and 144, 120 Hz. I wouldn't go completely crazy with the 300 Hz and 360 Hz.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much of that is marketing and how much of that is actual like cool new tech that is cool and people should invest in. So that's exciting.
Yep.
Asus makes great gaming laptops, but I think the most interesting laptop that came out of them, or like the most interesting announcement that came out, is what they call Asus Flow X13 laptop. What an exciting machine! So it's a 13-inch Ultrabook, right? That also, that comes with internals that you can expect from an Ultrabook. A little bit like lower tier, kind of downclocks, CPU. And I don't even think it comes with a dedicated GPU inside.
I believe it. No, wait. I think it does. But it's like a 1650.
1650. Yeah.
So it's.
Yeah.
So it's.
Would be enough to play some indie games, but probably nowhere near enough for the modern stuff.
Nowhere near. You can play Rocket League or like LOL, League of Legends or something like that, but yeah. So, but that's not the most exciting part.
Yeah, the exciting part is that it comes with a proprietary port that you can connect an external GPU into. So I guess we can talk a little bit about that. I would like to know what you think. So the cool thing about it is that the external GPU that they kind of pair with this device It's an actual RTX 3080, which is pretty great.
Yeah.
So, and it comes with a proprietary port that just allows you to get all the bandwidth, that you can from the
Yeah.
3080 into the laptop. So it goes from like a regular Ultrabook into like a very powerful gaming laptop,
Yeah. So it's
probably even more powerful than actually other gaming laptops because it uses an actual 3080. And the
yeah.
exciting part is that it comes with a case encased in like a very small, relatively small kind of enclosure for the CPU, for the GPU. That is exciting, of course, because traditionally the enclosures for external GPUs are just massive. They're like half the size of like your normal, PC desktop case.
Yeah. So this is a the proprietary connector. It's not a fan, but again, I don't know if this could have been done with a Thunderbolt cable or USB 4. So
A part of me thinks that it probably was just to, it was done just for the sake of doing it, so
yeah,
that then people would have to buy their
yep,
laptops with
yep,
their external
yep.
GPUs. So,
But yeah, honestly, this looks really good in terms of like that's what people basically want. They want like a laptop that you on the go, which is like 13 inches, like super heavy, decent looking, and where you can go with to meetings and stuff. So, but once you get home, you want a game, and that's so this brick will live on your like nightstand or like at on your table at home. So and which is has packed some really good power. And combined with the Ryzen 5000 series CPU, man, you will have a great time gaming on this device. Honestly. But the nice thing is also that they implemented also some extra I/O to the external
right. So it
box
actually serves as a
as a hub
hub,
also. Yeah,
essentially. Yeah,
yeah,
that is cool. Mm-hmm.
which is a nice touch. But yeah, the rumor on the street is the external GPU enclosure hub thing will cost you around the same price as the laptop itself. So it's like, uh,
Right.
so
Yeah, that makes sense. A
yeah,
1380 is a very pricey
because
graphics card by itself.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it is, and they had to invest all the research and all the to develop this thing, and they want to get their money back, pretty much. But yeah, nevertheless, it's really cool.
I do think it's quite a niche
Yes,
product,
I
though,
mean, yeah,
because
it might.
imagining like a real world, using it in real world, using it
Mm-hmm.
the laptop by itself at work, and then coming home. The last thing I want to do at home, if I when I come back from work, is to like sit also in front of my desk, in front of a laptop, and play games.
Yeah,
This is like
yeah,
on the list of possible options of how to enjoy a video game after work. This is like the lowest of the low
uh,
options.
yeah. Okay, okay. I have to, because I'm a little bit in the other camp because I am. Yes, I know you're the console guy, and I'm the pretty much the computer guy, I guess. I don't mind. I'm sitting at my computer pretty much every evening, anyways. So I'm like, if I want to game, I'm gonna game on my computer. Well, yeah, because I don't have a console yet, but I technically either a movie or a game on my computer. So
Oh, watching movies on a computer. That is
yeah,
something that I no.
yeah,
No.
that's not also not for me. That's also I mean in a on a big screen TV. That's for me. But if I want to game, I'm usually yeah, I'm gonna game on my computer because I have done it so far.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
Right.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not into controllers that much. I don't know.
Okay. So I'm completely opposite because also playing on a mouse and keyboard just kill me now.
Me? Okay.
Just,
Really?
I mean, for certain games, for
Yeah,
like
yeah.
very tiny, like 5% of games that I play, maybe.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's just like no. It's such a like ergonomic nightmare to play with on a keyboard. I
Really?
can't. Absolutely.
Wow.
You are playing on a typewriter, essentially.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, okay. Yeah.
well, what I was getting at is that if you are going to spend a certain amount of money on this thing, which I assume, well, the laptop by itself will cost probably above 1,000 euros, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
If it comes with its own some kind of dedicated GPU, even if it's like a not the greatest one, but also new processor, and it's also like an Ultrabook that also probably has good build quality. It's probably going to be more than 1,000 euros.
Yeah.
And if the GPU itself also, the external GPU itself also costs like about as much as laptop itself, then at
Yeah.
that point, I would probably start looking into like building a desktop PC for gaming
That is, yeah.
and
I
have like a
completely,
lovely MacBook Air or Pro for
yeah.
for ultrabooking for working.
Ultrabooking. Yeah.
Or some Windows laptops as well, like some kind of like XPS 13 or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm
I'm
not
I'm in the
exactly
same camp.
sure.
I'm in the same camp. As long as it's like, if I want to, if it's over 1,000 and I'm building like a gaming thing, it's gonna be like a desktop PC. Now, I didn't used to think that actually. I was for the longest time. I was like 3, 4, or 5 years. I was in the camp for, oh yeah, laptop and Thunderbolt 3 with a graphics card, external GPU box. I was thinking I'm going there pretty much, but now
Mm-hmm.
not so much anymore. I'm thinking to go the PC route still with a proper desktop PC if I want to play games. Way cheaper and a way better experience, I feel like, honestly. Because by the time you invest like 500-ish euros to an external graphics box, including the GPU, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
used-ish. So because I buy most stuff I buy used, so and compared to a used PC that I got also for around 500, 600 euros, I'm gonna choose the PC because I already can see that this is a way better experience. Because the upgrade path is like also way more enticing for me. Because, for example, I just recently got like also like a really good deal on a graphics card, RTX 2060 Super,
Mm-hmm.
which was like 200, 210, and but which usually goes for 350-ish. And I was like, 1/3 off. Okay, here's my money.
Shut
So
up and take my money.
yeah, pretty much. So
I guess it just plays into the flexibility angle.
yeah,
So now you don't have to have a desktop PC, so it's more of like maybe space and also money. I mean, at the end of the day, it will be cheaper to buy a laptop and an external GPU than to buy, let's say, like an Ultrabook
yes.
and to build a PC.
Well, okay, of course.
So
Yeah,
a
of
good
course.
PC, like a powerful gaming PC, which
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course you can also use for your work as well. Gaming PCs are also good at everything else because
Mm-hmm.
they are very powerful. They have very powerful components. But I'm just not. I don't know. I like my stuff separated. Is that crazy? Is that actually crazy
No,
to say?
that's honestly. Have you heard about like the experiment where people have been giving treadmills that they and the company who gave treadmills in US to the like hundreds of people, and half of the people, they told half of the people that to put the treadmill into a separate room where to work out, and the other half of the people didn't like require anything. And they did a test basically that the half of the people that put it in a separate room used it way more after many months. So
people who put it in a separate room.
Yeah, who put it in a separate room. Yeah, so so basically people assign roles to rooms. So it's like the same as in a home. Like the kitchen is for food and the bedroom is for sleeping, and this is gonna be my workout room, or this is gonna be my gaming room. If they have a separate gaming room, they will do way more gaming. Has been pretty much proven at this point. With
Okay, that's actually a great topic also in terms of tech. Okay, we can a little bit sidetrack from this discussion to quickly discuss this.
Yeah,
but this whole, I'm not sure about separate rooms, because I mean in our apartment we have 2 rooms and both of them are used for shit.
Yeah. But the room the room can be like a corner also.
Okay. So separate space.
It works. Yeah, separate space. When it's like separated, and like this table will be just for this thing, and this corner will be my gaming corner, and this corner will be my console corner, and so on.
Yeah, I get that. For me, it also translates into tech. So the same way that I don't understand the like laptop external GPU kind of configuration, and like I'm not sold on it. The same way I'm not sold on convertible laptops that also act as not tablets, but like that have touch screens that you can use as tablets. I just don't get it. I hate having any kind of fingerprints on my laptop screen.
Yeah.
I have an iPad as well. And there I kind of deal with it because it's a touch screen tablet. So once in a while I of course clean it, But if it's there, whatever, it's there. But on my laptop, no, I can't. And if I had like a device that was 2-in-1 that I was constantly switching, back and forth, using as a tablet and as a laptop, I would probably lose my mind.
Yeah, you will get way more fingerprints because you're constantly like unfolding and folding back, and so it's like you're
using it as a touch screen as well.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're eating and watching Netflix on it, and oh god.
Also, the idea of folding things behind the tablet doesn't really appeal to me. Like I don't like the folio keyboards that fold backward and then you kind of hold them, on the back and you have touch the buttons. I can't. When I was younger, I was more into the idea of like, oh yeah, I have this like cool device that can do everything, For a while, there wasn't such a thing. I mean, smartphones are kind of that thing nowadays.
Yeah.
Smartphones can do anything,
Yeah.
But I reached a point in my life where I kind of don't want everything, don't need everything to do everything, Like I use my phone for
So are you saying you're getting old?
Well, I just separate things. Like I use my phone for certain things and my tablet for other things and my laptop for other things. And it's great, It's fine. Maybe I'm just rich. Is it because you just have disposable income and you can afford it? Well, no, I'm not rich, but
privileged.
Because like I can afford kind of to buy these things, and I can like separate them because I feel like to me separating different tasks to different devices gives me just a better experience overall.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but we have two people in the chat commenting that Mr. Morris Mind says gaming is movies and music revenues combined.
It is, yes.
Movies and music combined. Wow.
So you take music industry, stack it on top of movie industry, and gaming still makes more money.
Yeah. So gaming, it's the next goalpost is television, TV revenues.
It's a bit tricky, I guess, because movie and music industry are strictly like entertainment industries,
Yeah.
and gaming also is. But television isn't necessarily just, entertainment industry. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying that gaming will never get to that level, but I'm not exactly sure what is like the gap between them. But I'm pretty sure that television makes considerably more money than gaming for now. I mean, everybody uses television, but not. Actually, does everybody use television?
Not the Zoomers, I guess.
Well, we have cable TV,
Yeah.
but we never use it. We got it so that we could get a free upgrade on our internet plan. So we got twice the speed we pay like €8 per month for the cable. So it was cheaper than to just upgrade to the next level.
Yeah, that's also one thing in Estonia. If you're watching us somewhere else, it's when you upgrade. If you have I have heard like a bundle also where you have like your phone number is in through the same operator, and your internet and your TV channels are from the same operator, because this is one big one here.
That's the thing that we have.
They will bump up the speeds on the internet.
Yeah, that's the thing that we have, because
if you have those three things,
we already had all the pieces except for TV.
Yeah.
So it was cheaper to subscribe to the most basic level of channels, the package, and get to the upgrade than to just pay extra for the internet. So we went through from 300 download, 300 upload, 500.
That's awesome. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt again, but Mrs. Melissa Mant says, "Yo, I'm in the wrong place here, but hey, supporting all the way."
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And also, Looduse film says Telia 1.
Telia 1 is the name of the package, yes.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah. Oh, is it like €3, €4, 5? Oh, now it's 5, right?
What are you talking about?
The basic Telia channels.
Oh, the back Telia channels. I don't actually know.
Don't know. Okay, doesn't matter. It's around 3 to 5. Maybe Lotus Film can tell us in the comments.
I'm kind of feeling it's a little bit more than that. Because if you subscribe to television package, then you stop paying for the boxes that you're renting. It's like a whole thing. But I think it's like less than 10. Let's say I think that's what it was. I think it was like less than €10. Because upgrading to the next internet tier was a considerable amount of money.
Yeah. All right.
I was suggesting at first that we should upgrade to the 500 one with our own money.
Oh.
And then get Telia 1 to get the gigabit internet. But I think it's a little bit too much. Because upgrading to 1 gigabit costs like a lot. It's like twice.
Oh my god. That's honestly what you have to I don't know what you have to do. You have to stream like Blu-ray movies straight from somewhere. I don't know. Or
I don't know. We always stream 4K stuff, and you have multiple devices at the same time. So the only thing that is shitty is that this is my complaint. If anybody from Telia will be watching this stream, that your routers suck major thing.
Major thing. Okay, fair enough.
They have such short radius of the penetration radius. It's like positioned in our living room. And if you walk, like, let's say it's like...
Oh, don't you have... the TV have... Oh, you mean the other devices, not the TV. The TV is plugged in via cable, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like Wi-Fi, I mean Wi-Fi,
yeah.
So if you go to like, I don't know, 10 meters from it, into the bedroom,
yeah,
so there's like one wall separating. it's already like not great.
Yeah.
And if you're like at the end of the bedroom, barely there.
Oh.
It's kind of it doesn't have any antenna, it doesn't have any extension like things, that you can
Yeah.
like amplify.
By the
So
way,
it's not great.
yeah. By the way, Telia also replaced the antenna ones. I think you have the antenna one, the white box. They're all white, but the new ones
It's
are.
white, yeah.
Yeah. You have the older one, antenna ones. I believe, if I remember correctly. But the new Genesis ones, those, I think there is a reason. I haven't tried the Genesis ones, but there should be. Probably there is a reason why they replaced all of those older ones, antenna ones. So don't know exactly.
I will clarify which one we have, and next episode I'll update you on that.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, let's go back to CES.
Yeah.
Very, very quickly. So everybody's announcing new laptops.
Yes.
HP is announcing new laptops. Stunning.
Mm-hmm.
HP is a thing that exists. HP Envy is a great line of laptops.
Yes. The Envy is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So Intel was there, of course. They announced, they teased. I feel like it's been like a month since the previous generation came out.
God, yeah.
So they're already teasing the new generation of the 12th generation.
The 12th, yeah. Even I feel like the 11th. I haven't seen. I think I have seen a couple of videos of the 11th gen series, like Rocket League, but it's still like not able to. There are people still not able to buy it completely because I don't know why. Yeah, weird. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, 11th gen is weird.
Yeah.
Like having seen now that it's been some time and there's coverage on these things. Seeing that the highest end laptop i7 barely is on the same level than the M1 while operating at like 3 times the voltage. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing at this point.
Yeah.
Honestly. So maybe they're like, okay, forget 11th generation. The next one is going to be our generation. So Alder Lake, which, as I understood, will kind of include some kind of hybrid x86 ARM hybrid.
Yeah.
With like low efficiency cores and high performance cores. So kind of similar to what Apple is doing. So we'll see. Of course, they won't launch until probably the end of the year. I'm assuming.
Probably the end of the year. Yeah.
They had to announce them.
Sorry.
So, Bluetooth speakers, is that something that we are interested in? JBL.
Sorry to interrupt again, because I'm honestly like super surprised that Lotus Film is just like going ham in the comments right now. We have our first like commenter. What the? Well, okay, third I guess if you count Maurice and Melissa also, but.
Of course, we count everybody.
Okay, and but Lotus Film says. There is no point of taking a higher speed internet with Telia 1 for speeds over 100 megabit per second speeds to get 300 megabits per second. And you save €2. Yeah, honestly, you have to. I know what you mean, because you have to really use the internet. If you get the higher tier. You have to like consider what are you using it for exactly. If you're streaming like Netflix 4K HDR content and you have like a proper 4K HDR TV, then those higher speeds make sense. But honestly, I have streaming video, high quality 4K HDR video. That's pretty much the only thing I can think of right now where you would need and want those speeds. And spoiler alert, Grillo has like a super
I can talk.
really
I can talk. Again, the comment was that there is no point upgrading above or below, or
there is no point of upgrading above. He's saying, but
about 100.
Well, above 100, yeah.
Okay.
So
Actually, I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends. Yeah, I guess on the user because
yeah, it depends
for
on the user, of
us,
course.
like for our household, every media consumption, all of the media consumption happens through internet.
Yeah,
That
same.
isn't television, but as I said, television is used maybe like
Yeah. Oh, no.
twice a month because you also can rent films for free
Yeah.
for free. You can rent two films from Telia, to watch. So
Yeah.
that's the time when it gets rented and used. But yeah, I mean, as far as internet goes, I don't know, for us, internet is super important because streaming 4K, yes, streaming through
Yeah.
like Plex and things like that. That's like a little bit less demanding because um, it's not like as high bitrate, but
Mm-hmm.
still 4K streaming, downloading things through like a PlayStation Network and stuff. I mean, nowadays games have like 50, 60, 80 gigabyte, files
Yeah.
that you have to download.
Oh.
And that shit takes a
150
while.
even, like
100, yes, absolutely.
what was it, like Battlefront? 150 gigabytes? What the?
Any multiplayer game probably will be that. Call of Duties,
Yeah.
Battlefront 2, anything that gets constantly patched will be in that kind of, over 100, let's say.
Yeah.
So yeah, and games are only going to get bigger, I imagine, with
Yeah.
PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S, which I don't have yet.
Yeah,
But
because
still,
now that 8K streaming is like a well, with the new Nvidia cards, it's technically 8K 30 FPS is technically doable. So it's like
I mean,
the textures in the game have to be 8K now, which wasn't a thing before. They were 4K. So that's a huge jump in terms of like games getting bigger. A huge one. But anyway, this is not anytime soon, but this
yeah, I was
will.
about to say
Yeah.
8K gaming. I mean, at this point, as I said with previous
But
other couple other things, it's more marketing than actual like thing.
yeah.
It
No,
also says on the packaging for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Sex, I call it because that's the only way that you can pronounce that name. Says that it has 8K, on the packaging.
yeah.
Doesn't mean that you will have 8K games. Maybe one or two will eventually come out, but it's mostly for the fact that you can, play 8K content like in films and shows. Which again, who has that?
Yeah.
That's not really.
Lotus a Film is joining in again,
Uh-huh.
saying that my laptop storage is 125 gigabit. Oof,
Okay.
that is rough. That is a bit rough. Yeah, 120. That's like a netbook. You're gonna use the internet, and that's about it. You're not gaming on that.
We're saying that, but yeah, exactly. Like there wouldn't be enough to fit one, and I mean, there wouldn't be enough yet to fit one. Let's say one Call of Duty, Black Ops Cold War that came out in 2020.
Yeah, you're done. Like an expansion with any game.
Maybe.
Yeah, done.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing. But I mean, we're saying that it's little, but 128 gigabytes is basically 2019 MacBooks, size. It was the norm, Now it's 256, but it was basically last year or the year before that.
Yeah.
So it's not even that crazy.
Okay, that's not even. I feel like I will do one crazier for you. 2019 was the year where, or was it 2018? When 2019 was, I think 2019 was the year where iMacs, the lowest base model iMac, 21-inch iMac, shipped with a Fusion drive.
I swear you could still buy one of those.
Can you? Oh my! That was like.
I swear.
That's like, what are you even doing? What?
Yeah, it's incredible. And I mean, you kind of want to have an SSD for games as well.
Dude, for
It's not like
anything.
required, but you really want an SSD. And buying like a, SSDs. I mean, they are cheaper nowadays, but they aren't like
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
So having like a 1 TB SSD for your whatever PC, or laptop,
Yeah.
that's gonna cost. Yeah.
Yeah.
And games are massive. We
Oh,
haven't
they
had
are.
any like truly next gen games yet, but I'm sure that
Wouldn't.
also developers don't
Would.
like compressing, so they'll
Yeah.
just dump all the uncompressed textures there, and it's gonna be like 250 gigabytes. I already see like in a couple of years, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 20 comes out, and it will be that size, and people will just go crazy for it.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of next gen games that you mentioned, wouldn't you say Cyberpunk is a next gen game, or not?
It's not a next gen on consoles.
Well, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I mean, on PC, there's no gens. It's just PC,
Yeah.
So, no. And, well, there is going to be a next-gen patch for the PS5 and Xbox.
Okay,
Series X.
technically, the PC has gens. It's called Intel 11th gen and 12th gen.
Sure.
So
I don't know. To me, it would rather be like GPU generations would be the PC generations. Because, I mean, let's be honest, you don't have to use the cutting-edge CPU to play video games,
Yes.
Like, that's not the, that's not the thing that usually throttles your performance.
Yeah, the GPU is the most important one anyway for gaming. Yeah, so yeah, but now also storage, because PlayStation and PCs. Well, PlayStation made the huge claim of the next gen storage pretty much. So it's like the GPU can access the storage directly now. Too complicated for me to understand how it works exactly, but as I understand this, it's the GPU now can access pretty much your SSD, your next gen storage with if the CPU enables that. So, and PlayStation now enables that. And now that they want to do the same thing on PC also, because PC is like, oh, interesting, a new storage drive, interesting. We should do that. Anyway, yeah. So I think the new Ryzen 5000 has the same thing. Not sure about mobile, but I think the desktop one they do, yeah. So it's like a big fat pipe between the CPU and the storage and the GPU.
But I assume that would require also using an AMD GPU, which aren't quite as good as NVIDIA. Still,
yeah.
I mean,
props
to AMD for competing with NVIDIA.
Yeah.
In this, I mean, come on, they compete with two biggest, big boys in their respective, categories at the same time. So props to them.
Yeah. Fun fact. Do you know how many employees does AMD and Intel have?
How many total employees? Do you know the answer to this question?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, I assume that probably Intel has many more, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a big tech company.
I mean, okay, I will give you. It's okay. Yeah. Do you want to guess or?
Sure.
Okay.
Intel has 2,000 people.
It's way more. It's
way more. 10,000.
It's what was it? Now I'm not sure anymore. Okay, I believe I might be wrong. I have to check it. Well, okay. I thought it's gonna be the difference is 10 times. That I know for
10
sure.
times the difference. Okay.
10 times the difference. So
I was thinking double, but okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
that's the indication what is AMD up against basically right now. I think AMD has 10,000 and Intel has 100,000? Wait.
Ooh.
Let me double check. Intel.
Okay, I will just go through some of the other CES things while you are there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you found it.
Oh yeah, 110,000. Yeah.
Mm.
And Intel and AMD has 10,000 something. So it's like, wow.
So that also includes the people.
Yeah, number of. Oh wow, it's exactly 10 times. Intel AMD employs 11,000. So it's like 110,000 and 11,000.
So that 10,000 also includes people who are developing GPUs as well. I assume. The Radeon, is it its own thing? But I assume it's counted toward the total.
I believe so. Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah. So,
AMD is a very exciting company.
Yeah.
Maybe Intel should start thinking about trimming the fat a little bit in the certain departments.
Yeah, exactly.
Research and development, and maybe other stuff.
So
okay, let's quickly go through the remaining of this. So Lenovo is a company that exists. So they announced a bunch of different things. They also make laptops, and they are the company that love their convertibles. So these things exist. This kind of like Chromebook device, kind of the IdeaPad 5G that is running a Snapdragon chip instead of x86 chip.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
That's very interesting because 5G connectivity. So
yep.
We'll see.
So designed for 5G and battery life. So that's nice, I guess. Lenovo Tab. So tablets are a thing. Companies still try making Android tablets. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, especially now with Samsung, there's just so much ahead of everybody else in this space.
Careful what you say, because I know in your household there is a...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Samsung is way ahead of everybody else in Android tablet.
Okay. Yeah. Samsung is good.
Like,
honestly,
yeah. I would say that. I think
that's one of the best tablet alternatives that is out there right now.
So they made it work. They stuck with it. They were the only company, and Lenovo, who actually stuck with it. So, yoga computers, all-in-one rotating 360-inch display things that I don't understand. So these exist. So they use a little bit older Ryzen CPUs and previous generation of RTX, the 20 series cards.
Yep.
So that's good. I mean, I'm saying that I don't understand them, but they're probably good for people who constantly get use of both, configurations. So for artists, designers, things like that. So
my good friend, a designer, just bought recently a Lenovo, like a flip thing book.
Yeah, totally. Because this isn't something you can get in Apple.
Yeah.
It's an ecosystem because you have to have then a tablet.
Yeah, because he wanted the pen and to draw and he draws. So and you can't get that on you can get it on the iPad, but he wants to do but to sync all the files between your if you're not into the Apple ecosystem, so he's completely PC, so it makes sense to have like a like a thing on your computer with a pen straight away, and you can show it to your client or whatever. Anyway, you can go ahead.
Yeah, for me, these transformers pointless. Or not something I would buy, but definitely there's a creative type. Probably. I love them. So LG happened at CES.
Yes.
LG continued to make the best TVs on the market.
Yes.
We'll talk about LG also a little bit later when we're wrapping up for the day. But they are happening. The 2021 lineup of their TVs was announced.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention also LG announced. Well, there wasn't like a big jump in performance of the LG TVs in any previous year, but now this year they felt that this is a big enough jump in picture quality that they're calling their new OLED TVs version 2, so OLED V2, which is interesting. But the main difference is basically the more accurate colors. It's not. It's a little bit brighter, but the colors are way better. Yeah. Sorry for the non-technical explanation because I haven't looked into too deep, but yeah. So if you want to see a really good OLED, the LG version 2 OLEDs look pretty good.
I hope we'll get to see side-by-side comparisons in like local stores and something like that, because by itself doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
OLED 2.0, just marketing shit, you know. It's not OLED 2.0, it's just a thing that, you know, they made. But yeah, what I wanted to actually mention, a bit of a rant, is that so we have in our apartment 2019 C9 model. Oof. And the 2020 model and this 2021 model, maybe I'm just wrong in this sense, but it feels to me that not a lot, but some of the things that are being implemented into these newer models are like software related, you know, and could be patched in with firmware updates, like the new UI for the WebOS. What was it called?
Yeah, WebOS. Yeah.
And
WebOS,
things like that.
Yeah.
But Samsung. LG didn't really sound very like enthusiastic about bringing these features, you know, make them backward compatible with the previous generations of, you know, the C family at least, you know, or like make them jump backward. And they probably would say that they couldn't because they probably use some new chip or something like that. That's usually what companies do.
Yeah.
But I strongly doubt that.
I doubt that as well, actually. LG, well, how heavy can a overlay basically be? And like, okay, not overlay. I mean the whole operating system. I'm pretty sure you have like a quad core CPU in the OLED anyway.
I'm not entirely sure, but
yeah. But okay, yeah, they offered like a WebOS 6 refreshed look in the new OLED TVs. You have the WebOS 5, I assume? Maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think probably, I don't know if they release it every new year. I don't think so because that doesn't line up with the release schedule of it. But it just seems a little bit weird. I mean, televisions aren't something you buy like, you know, I'm going to buy a new TV. You know, I'm going to spend like 1,500 euros on a new TV and just, you know, so clearly we are not buying the 2021 refresh models, even with OLED 2.0 included.
Wait.
So it's a little bit shitty. Huh?
Wait. Are you, or you were just being sarcastic?
No, we.
I
just say we are. We aren't buying any.
Oh, we aren't. Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
2 years after we bought the previous one. I mean, this is a great TV.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god.
But I'm just thinking, like, I mean, really? You know, really? You're not gonna like try to put it? I mean, maybe they will. I mean, it's not exactly, you know, that they aren't. But from the way that they've been replying to these questions about it, it seems like they don't really want to do that. But like, really, you make such good TVs, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, probably the best OLED panels in the business.
Honestly,
and you can't just provide you know, software support for people who bought previous models of your TVs. Like,
yeah. Isn't like LG and Samsung the only ones providing OLED screens for other manufacturers? So it's like, I think LG provides for Sony and Philips.
I don't think that Samsung make OLED TVs though.
Oh.
They have their QLED
They have the QLED and the QNED also, but I feel like
maybe they do now make OLED panels as well. Well, I mean, obviously they make OLED panels because they sell them to phone manufacturers.
Yeah, for the phones they make OLED panels, but for the TV, I thought they make also for TVs, but I might be wrong. Anyway, but looduse film again in the comments. For me, LG is a low-grade TV producer. Oh, that's some strong words.
Okay, what is a high-grade TV producer?
Yeah, that's what I'm also like. Okay, he's probably thinking of maybe, I don't know, Sony maybe is a high-end, or I don't know. Well,
I mean, Sony made good TVs as well.
Yeah, they make really good TVs as well, but they're usually more expensive than LG. So it's like they're higher end, yes, but the panel, it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be LG actually, because I'm pretty sure Sony doesn't produce their own panels. So
low grade TV.
Okay. Lotus Film specified. Samsung.
Okay.
Samsung is a high. Wait, I need to find out if Samsung.
Yeah, find out if they make OLED TVs.
OLED panel.
Low grade TV manufacturer is something like TCL or something like that.
Oh yeah.
That you just entry level 4K panels that you just kind of like you want to get a 4K TV. Okay, you pay like 400 let's say euros, and get yourself a 4K TV. It's not gonna be like phenomenal, but it's there.
Samsung told The Verge that it does not expect a shutdown of the LCD QLED, LCD. Who makes Samsung panels? Yeah, LG.
LG also makes their panels? Wait, what?
Only one company makes big screen. Yeah, LG. Whoa, what? I thought maybe there's somebody else, but this was last year in August. Only one company makes big screen OLED OLED display panels, and that is LG. Wow.
Stunning.
They have.
Well, I mean, so they are literally the best in the business. There is nobody
They're
else
literally a monopoly right now.
So basically, software is how they differentiate. Software and design.
Yeah, and the materials used, and the speakers that they put in, and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, of course, they produce a range of OLED panels. There are higher grade panels, lower grade panels, and they sell it to whoever is buying, them to make their own TVs, and that's how the prices happen. But yeah, I mean, I haven't had a single issue with this TV that we've had for a year and a half.
Oh.
Question mark.
So
time doesn't exist anymore, but I feel like it's been at least
exactly.
At least over a year.
It's still March from last year right now.
No, yeah. It just doesn't exist anymore. It's stopped. But yeah, OLED. I mean, of course, the burn-in issues is a thing that exists. Allegedly, we haven't experienced it.
Well,
and the temporary image retention issue hasn't happened to me, at least, ever.
Yep.
But then again, we consume different kinds of media on the TV. But yeah, it's phenomenal, and we aren't buying a new one in 2021.
Yeah.
That's not something you buy.
Honestly, your TV is perfectly fine. I would be so happy with like a 55-inch OLED. Oh, so good. Anyway, shall we continue? Is there?
Yeah, that's just a couple last things. So MSI was there. They announced they're going to be their own event, so they weren't part of the CES. NVIDIA introduced their 3060, the budget GPU.
Yep.
So
Yeah, the
It's gonna be
3060.
very popular. It's probably gonna be the next, 60 series usually becomes the graphics card that people use for,
Yep.
for mid-range, kind of like like inching to higher range
Yeah.
gaming
I
experience.
yeah, I don't have the numbers, but I feel like the 60 class is the most popular one. But yeah, so this is gonna be one of the most popular ones for sure. So I feel like 300, 400-ish is the price point that most people are going for in a graphics card. So yeah.
And of course, you start getting diminishing returns with every next tier that you get. So sure, you can play in 8K with a 3090, but can you actually play?
I
Is
mean,
that an
yeah,
experience
it's
that you will enjoy
uh,
having?
yeah,
I don't think so.
it was like a 20, was it, I'm not completely sure, but was it like 25 to 30 FPS at 8K? So the cinematic frame rate. Anyway.
Right. So
Yeah.
also known as unplayable. If you
Yeah.
ask like any PC master race, people, unplayable. Anything
Yeah.
below 60 or 120, unplayable.
Yeah.
So Panasonic announced televisions. So they exist. I don't know how popular they are as far as like TVs go.
They're all right. They're doing all right.
I feel like there is no like there's probably like a lower in terms of popularity. I'm not sure about quality, but like probably way lower than LG, Sony, and Samsung. Obviously,
Yeah.
I mean these are
Yeah.
also completely different size companies.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So Razer happened. They announced an RGB enabled face mask.
Yeah. Oh, such a Razer thing to do, pretty much.
I can't.
Oh man, RGB face mask. Yeah.
I can't.
Can I show it? No, I don't think so. I can show it. Maybe.
I'm sure.
Razer face mask. Damn it. Anyway, I will get window capture working on a web browser next time. So you have something to look for next time.
It has to be like a slow slope. It can't be just like vertical progression. We have to gradually become better.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Yes.
So RGB mask is a thing that
Yeah.
exists in a very 2020 product, but it's kind of 2020 kind of slowly kind of transitioned into 2021. So I feel like we're still in the same year. Currently,
Yeah.
not gonna buy one of those.
Yeah.
And of course, their Razer Blade lineup was refreshed.
Yeah.
Razer laptops are good.
Yeah.
Probably overpriced. But
Yeah, a little bit. But they're like black MacBooks in terms of like looks. I feel like
they are very MacBook-like.
Very MacBook-like. So I have heard a lot of tech YouTubers when they use their Razer laptops out and about somewhere in a coffee shop, or like people are coming all the time like, what? How did you get the black MacBook? What the hell? And so they have this is actually a Razer laptop. So, but yeah, they're decently alright. I feel like I don't like the gamery look that much because the logo is the biggest turnoff for me, honestly. Anyway,
the logo. I think. They also recently released like an Ultrabook, Razer Stealth. Is that a thing? Or am I completely crazy?
Yeah.
But they released like an Ultrabook like device very recently, like at the end of 2020. But that looks great, and it has the logo is still there on the front, on the lid.
On the lid.
But it's like monochrome, kind of like glossy black against the matte black aluminium. Looks great.
Okay, that sounds good.
Again.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Okay. Very expensive compared to like.
Yeah.
MacBook. That is probably gonna be a better experience.
But Razer is anyway known for a little bit overpricing their stuff, so it's like,
Yeah.
You know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, definitely not for everybody.
Yeah.
In terms of like, laptops at least.
Yep.
So Samsung happened. Samsung was huge at CES. Micro
Yeah.
LED TVs for
Yeah.
this year.
Samsung is experimenting with their TVs a lot. Micro LED. Micro LED was supposed to be the next big thing, but now it's like they basically said that they invested in micro LED like a ton of money. So it's like I don't know how many billions at the end of 2018, I feel like, and now they're saying, nah, I think we did a boo boo, and we did a fucked up a little bit, because now we are interested more in QLED. What was it? QLED with something with their another technology that they produced also, and they're now switching the script pretty much, that they don't see micro LED as the future, but they see the QLED with something. I can't remember. So they're experimenting more with QLED again, not with OLED. But yeah, again, they're Samsung.
Well,
they're doing everything. They're doing everything with their phones, and they're doing everything with their TVs, and they're just trying out what sticks. Pretty much the approach is. So it's like, who knows what they're gonna be doing next year or the year after that. So
I don't think that they are giving up on micro LED. I agree with them.
They're still releasing TVs also with micro LED. As I said, they are doing everything. They're doing QLED, they're doing micro LED, they're doing something called QNED, which is like a different type of panel, and I think are they doing OLED even? I don't know.
I don't think so. That's the thing that I want to do. That's why micro LED is a thing. They don't want to deal with OLED panels.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, this aversion to OLED is weird to me, because, I mean, sure, once in a while you'll have some news article that somebody experienced burn-in while watching a static image for 150 hours straight or something like that. But like in like domestic, consumer environments, I mean, there are other issues with OLEDs that they age and become dimmer and yada yada. So I agree with them that micro LED is the next big thing, and they are releasing micro LED TVs in this year. Which are going to come in 110-inch and 99-inch size. That is a big television.
Micro LED was supposed to be also in the iPhones, and maybe next year micro LED.
Micro LEDs. No, the thing that I heard is mini LEDs.
Or mini LED. Oh yeah.
These are different things.
Similar name but different thing. Yeah, or mini LED. Yeah. So it's like maybe, but we'll see what's going to happen with all these panel types anyway. So yeah, Samsung is doing a new panel type also, a new-ish panel type called Neo QLED, which is
marketing.
Like Samsung. Yeah. Also, have you ever used a Samsung phone?
I have never owned a Samsung phone.
Okay.
But I have used one of like the earlier Galaxy phones, I would say, Galaxy S phones.
Yeah. Man, Samsung packs everything into the phones, also in feature-wise also. It's like
definitely a kitchen sink approach, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, but they
have to.
They're doing good stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. They do good stuff, but they're doing a lot of stuff also that people are never gonna use. on their phones at least. So, yeah.
Totally.
Yep. Okay.
So, they had fridges, so that is, I'm not going to focus on this very much. So fridges is a thing that exists and people will use.
Yeah.
And the robot butler is a thing that exists.
Yes. So.
As I understand, it's a concept kind of product.
Yeah, of course.
Which makes sense. Sure. Do we talk about that?
So
I wouldn't want to have one in my home, but sure.
So Samsung's new robots can put away your shopping and load your dishwasher. So how about a robot that just loads your dishwasher? I feel like
that will be the entry-level device.
Yeah.
The one that puts away the shopping items will be like the premium one. It will cost twice as much. And it will have a big camera bump at the back.
Yes, exactly. And it will be like super matte black, phantom black also.
And phantom black, yeah.
And if you pay extra, the robot can load your shopping straight into the dishwasher also. But that's on the more advanced models.
And it will be powered by Bixby, of course.
Yes. So you can feel like in UK, like, hello Bixby. Hi. Anyway, because I feel like Bixby is from the UK. I don't know. The name sounds very UK-ish.
It sounds fun. It's definitely one of the funner names in terms of like the AI assistants.
Yeah.
So the chatbot vacuum cleaner was announced by Samsung. That is supposed to be able to avoid objects and maneuver around them. Fun.
Yeah. Fun. Wait, I need to. What was it called? Samsung.
JetBot 90.
JetBot 90.
Yeah.
I need to see that. Oh yeah. Yeah. I feel like Xiaomi did a thing also. Okay, yeah. Since I'm in the market for a vacuum, actually, as of right now, I'm thinking Xiaomi announced also a pretty interesting concept, and so did Samsung, by the way. But the JetBot 90 AI, I think this feels like the same direction as the Xiaomi one. So it has like a huge charging dock where it empties the vacuum cleaner also, which is really cool.
Okay.
So you don't have to like clean out the vacuum that often. And you have to have a charging dock anyway, so it doesn't matter how high the charging dock is, for me at least. So I feel like that's the logical step. That's the next logical step, that the robot will empty itself. But I don't see that the Samsung one did the vibrating pad one, like the Xiaomi did. Yeah, it has like a AI which it can detect like dogs and cats and stuff. It doesn't have the vibrating pad. So if I may introduce to you can I maybe even find a quick video about it? Wait. Then it's 7. Yeah, here it is.
We cannot show the videos.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Show me well, but I will just show you quickly the pad. So the pad lowers and it vibrates. So like vibrates the pad under it. So see, those are the stains basically that if you have like a dried up stains on your floor, then it will be wet and vibrate. So that should be cool. that
Sure.
could work.
I mean, I feel like I should be more excited about this because we have wood floors at home and we don't have carpets.
Have you
So,
you know how you get excited about it? Have you ever
Uh-huh.
cleaned like a dried stain off your floor?
oh no, not really, because usually when that happens, that's
Yeah,
cleaned immediately.
yeah. See,
You know? So
then
that's one thing that I'm like, okay, but like it's kind of niche case, so dried stains on the floor.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Usually, people we aren't like slobs. If something
Right.
spills, we will clean it. Yeah, that's
I do have to say that this might happen on the kitchen, or just like a tiny, something splashes accidentally and you don't even notice, like from the stovetop. Perhaps. Kitchen is kind of a process to clean when you have wooden floors. Everything is a process to clean because. So I guess I should be more excited about
I
it,
mean,
but it's very low on my list of priority
yeah,
things
yeah,
that I would
yeah.
like to own. So at this
Yeah.
point, maybe for CES 2022, we'll talk about it again for the next generation.
Yes.
Maybe next year, Samsung also will have the vibrating this thing
Yeah.
for stains. So we'll talk about that.
Yeah, could be.
And that's
Oh.
pretty much it. And Sony happened as well, and
Yeah.
they announced their TVs, Bravia refresh.
Yeah. Did you
OLED
see
TVs.
did you see the name Bravia XR? Bravia really colorful.
That also fits televisions, I have to say. So maybe it is smart.
Oh my god.
Is it
That
smart or?
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole different topic of conversation. The crazy names that marketing people come up with.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
assume that it's marketing people who create these names because
Oh,
who
yeah.
why?
Or I don't know. Or the engineers, I guess. Or
I cannot even
maybe
imagine that.
yeah, I mean don't you honestly? Oh no, the engineers come up usually with a good name, like yeah,
I feel like an engineer would come up with something simple, like something 2021, something 2022. Stunning. Everybody understands it. Everybody's on the same page. Moving on.
yeah,
I cannot even imagine working in like conventional media, like tech focus media, and like dealing with these things, like all the names and these like extravagant nomenclature for
yeah,
every company. It's like, no. So that pretty much covers it for CES.
yeah. All right, and
A lot of laptops, a lot of televisions.
Yeah,
Conceptually, I'm interested. In practice, not as much because, as I said, new television is not happening in the near future.
yeah,
Unless, I mean, it's going to be some kind of like, I don't know. But even if it is going to be like cutting edge new tech, it's going to be super expensive. So,
yeah.
like micro LEDs, when they release these 110-inch micro LED TVs, they're going to cost a lot. They're going to cost like a top 1%, rich people kind of price probably.
Yeah.
Even an OLED TV at this kind of size.
Oh yeah.
Like it's twice as big as the one that we would have.
Yeah, exactly.
It would like cover like a huge chunk of the wall in the living room. So no, definitely don't need that.
Yeah, and then you enable the picture mode, the picture, and you will have like a huge wall art.
Yeah, pretty much like a graffiti wall.
Yeah.
Remember those devices that were popular? I don't even know. Maybe you don't remember. It was basically like a picture, like a painted, maybe photographed picture that you hang on the wall that had a backlight built into it, and you plug it in, turn it on, and it would like animate slightly and make sounds.
Ooh,
I don't even fucking. It's a thing. It's a thing that existed. Yeah.
Okay. I have to.
What for? No idea. I don't know what it's
for
called.
what?
It's just like a picture in a frame that animates.
Yeah.
But maybe somebody at CES maybe thought it was cool in like 2002.
Yeah, that would be awesome. some things should come back.
Should they? Like what?
I mean, okay. Retro consoles. I feel like those don't get that enough of attention. Although people really are into them, but no new like. I don't know. I do understand all the rights are like from the Nintendos, and those people hold all the rights. But come on, Nintendo.
Well, no, there has been like mini versions of the retro consoles.
Yes.
SNES mini.
Yeah,
NES
but
mini.
I think those were completely sold out, as I recall.
Yeah,
I think.
of course.
So it's like, dude, there is a market, and people all bought them, and you don't make any more? What? Dude.
That's very, very Nintendo thing to do.
That's so weird. I understand that you want to push your like new stuff, but people are also into old stuff, so I don't know. Feels weird. Anyway.
So, let's do some quick things.
Yeah, I don't know.
Very quickly.
Quick things. Oh, I wanted to get in my. So since this is a tech show, and since we can talk whatever we want on here, and this is our goddamn show, so I'm gonna talk about electric cars for a second because I'm excited about it.
I know little about them, but they are cool.
Yes.
Conceptually, I like them.
Yes.
Good for the environment. Everybody wins.
Yeah, exactly. And
so
because
tell me about the electric cars.
Yeah, the news right now is actually pretty huge, because for the past basically 10 years where electric cars have existed, like the Nissan Leaf was 2010-ish or something, or 2009. Anyway, long time ago, over 10 years ago. So, and they started out pretty much the news basically is that the cost has gotten to a very exciting point of battery packs. So they started out basically the battery pack cost for an electric car was like around $1,200-ish at the time. So $1,200 per kilowatt hour. And now everybody pretty much.
Can we pause for a second? What is the battery pack for a car?
The battery.
But they are rechargeable.
Yeah.
But they have to be replaced.
No, I'm talking about the cost of the.
The cost of like.
The cost of producing the battery pack. Yes.
Okay, I see.
Oh, okay. I wasn't maybe clear about the cost side, but yeah, that the cost side has been. It's basically in the last 10 years it has been widely accepted in the EV community that once the cost reaches a certain point, which is $100 per kilowatt hour to produce the battery inside the car, the cars will be the same cost as a gasoline or diesel car. Mm-hmm. And we have reached the point now, finally, after 10 years. So so we have reached $100 per kilowatt hour. So that means if, for example, the top end Model S Tesla battery pack is 100 kilowatt, it can be now.
So it costs $10,000.
Yes, exactly.
To make.
Yes, which is huge. Well, right now it's already in 2020 it was $120 per kilowatt hour. So it's the Tesla is not there, but the battery the news that $100 batteries have been sold in was in China. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not the and in buses. So not in cars.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know. It's not like completely yet in there that you can like already like buy a car, but
Mm-hmm.
this proves basically that it's possible to produce a vehicle with this kind of a cost already, and this is pretty much the tipping point where people will in 2021 people will actually can buy cars that are the same price as an electric car, or like a gasoline and diesel car, they will be the same price as an electric car. So that means this is the tipping point pretty much, which is like people have been waiting for it 10 years pretty much. So that's basically the news, and that's really exciting. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, but yeah, we still have lots of way to go, and the battery technology is like really picking up speed right now. There's lots of exciting things happening there also, but I won't go into the details about that. So, but yeah, that's just what I'm excited about right now. So people buying electric cars, finally.
As someone who doesn't own a car and isn't interested in owning a car.
Yeah.
But as I said, conceptually, I like electric cars. So hallelujah for the $100 per kilowatt hour.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, it lowers the price by $2,000 compared to the previous price. In the end, cost.
The
Is that
end,
a lot?
at the end, this is just the cost of the battery pack. So it depends on the manufacturer what they will charge for the car anyway. So if they're, I don't know, built in super expensive like interiors with, I don't know, leather and I don't know, super good speakers or whatever, then they will, of course, they will charge more because those things cost more. But yeah, just the main cost of the electric vehicle is the battery. There is no other single component that is more expensive in a car.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, electrical cars still use like everything around this, electrical tech that they use is still basically the same as the other cars. So other manufacturers already figured it out. How to make a car, it's not like Tesla is like reinventing what the car is. They just reinvent the hardware, the insides, the silicon of electrical cars.
Yeah.
There, so yeah, cool. I guess $2,000 cheaper isn't $2,000. You can buy the new Asus laptop and the external GPU for that money, so that's good.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, again. This to see it in the real world, it will take some time. So, yeah, Tesla has said they will produce a car. Absolutely the cheapest car was the Model 3, the base model, $35,000, which was the base. And now, in 2 years, it will be the same thing will be 25,000. So 10K is the difference.
Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah. So, but Tesla has improved in some other areas in the battery technology as well. So this battery basically was like a little bit more specialized in terms of like, because the battery pack in a bus is way bigger than in a car. So it's like that's why they could do it in a bus first and not in a car. But yeah, so
makes sense.
Yeah, and but yeah, battery like improvements are happening all across pretty much. So the chemicals that they are putting into the batteries and the sizes and how the how the cooling down works of the batteries even. That's even changing. Because for example, fun fact, all the Nissan Leafs, the old ones, those used all air cooling, just blowing air into the hot components. And Nissan, it took like basically 10 years. And now they're finally, oh yeah, that wasn't like basically a good idea, because in order to have like a way less battery degradation, you need to water cool it. And that's what Tesla is doing for the past like 5 years anyway. So, and Nissan is now just in 2020 was like, okay, now the new cars will have water cooling, which is like, okay, it took 10 years for you to figure that out. Okay, I guess, but at least at last we're here. So
that reminds me of when Nokia believed that Windows Mobile is going to be the next big thing in the mobile firmware, mobile OS.
Oh,
well, mistakes happen.
Yeah, but Nokia was taking over the world at one point, pretty much. So,
and then smartphones happened, and they completely lost it.
Yeah. That's a good. All right. Yeah, we should.
Let's do our previous week quick bit section very quickly. So the first item that I want to talk about very quickly is that Google search may become unavailable in Australia soon. So the context of this thing, because I've been kind of following this, is that Australian lawmakers want to make it mandatory for Google and Facebook to pay the news websites they pull content from. So that means that when you go into Google search and you write something, like ask a question, like how did when is the inauguration of Joe Biden into the White House, into the presidency, and it will have like at the top of the page, right under the search, it will have the Google compiled answer to your question. But the information that is listed there isn't produced by Google. It's actually produced by someone, some websites that covered this story.
Yes.
And so normally what you would do is like Google, find the link, click on the link, go to the website, watch some ads, pay some ad revenue to the news agency that made this article, and that's it. But when usually people just stop right there, they find the answer at the Google search, and okay, great, we have the answer. So in that sense, these companies don't get money from it, but Google does, because it receives more. And so the Australian parliamentaries wanted to make it mandatory for the search engine providers to, well, specifically for Google, because it has this feature integrated that gives you these snippets, quick info, to basically pay the websites they're pulling from for information that they're using in their Google search.
Yeah.
And as I understand,
that's one way to fight basically the monopoly. So it's like, because this sounds like in a lot of cases that what you described, like you go into Google and you search something and you just look for an answer and the Google gives you the answer, so you have no way of like even visiting the websites. It's like,
well, you have a way to visit it, but will you?
Yeah.
If the answer to your question is right there, will you go and visit the website?
Yeah.
Especially considering that you're usually greeted with like pop-up ads. Disable your ad blocks, subscribe to our newsletter, subscribe to our channels, pay us $30 per year for access to our content.
Yes.
Crazy. So, and they said so that if this law passes, Google search will be not available in Australia anymore. How big of a deal is that?
Wow.
How important is Google search for people.
Ooh, that is exactly why there have been rumors that Apple is working on a search engine also.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
Yeah, but again, those are rumors, and who knows what's going on exactly. But yeah. So people will just, the internet is getting segmented.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, in China, if in case you didn't know, all the Google things are banned. Everything.
Wow. China has its own
Yeah.
thing.
This is the
That
Chinese
doesn't
internet.
surprise me at all. Yeah.
There is no YouTube, no Gmail, no Google search, no Twitter, no Facebook.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it's like,
well, because they have to monitor all the content. So it
yeah,
wouldn't destabilize the authoritarian government they have.
yeah. So it's back to, so for Australia, it might be going back to DuckDuckGo and Netscape and I don't know. Who knows?
Well, that's not even that. I mean, as I understand, DuckDuckGo is quite a reasonable search
It
engine.
is.
It's not as
It is.
good as Google.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I know that there are people who voluntarily switch to it, so they wouldn't use Google search.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that you can do. I mean, it definitely has some quality of life implications for you.
Yeah.
But if you value your privacy and you don't want to give Google your information,
yeah,
sure. I mean, they already have all the information they need, but that's the thing that you can do.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next thing.
Well,
so,
just quick. When was the last time you used Bing?
I'll tell you. I think that whenever you buy a new Windows laptop, the Bing is the default search engine for Edge and for Edge.
It is.
And Edge is quite a decent browser actually that I would probably use if I had a Windows laptop. And so accidentally, when I would log into Edge and start searching for something, it would search with Bing.
Yeah.
So by accident, that would be the time when I would use it.
So accidentally only. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, same here. I'm the same. So yeah, pretty much. But yeah, there are options. They're quite shitty.
Exactly. It's not like Australia is going to be cut out from the internet. It's just going to be an adjustment.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how Australians feel about it, but maybe we'll hear about that more in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next sad story that we have. And the sad story is that LG, the company that we've been praising for their televisions just some minutes ago, is considering withdrawing from the mobile phone industry, development industry.
Mm-hmm.
Is that big news? Is LG a relevant company in the smartphone world? It's kind of hard to even gauge this.
Really?
Because there's so many smartphone manufacturers, and some of them are very small, but they still operate, reasonably well.
The thing is, I completely understand why they are doing it, because I have seen some numbers that pretty much Apple is holding all the profits in the mobile space. They're like phone profits, pretty much. And Samsung is also profitable, but nowhere near as Apple. So it's like, if you're looking at it from a business standpoint, that you're making a return on your investment, then if you're not Samsung or Apple, then it doesn't make financial sense already. Mm-hmm. So it's like just mind share maybe. So it's that that LG produces also good phones, then I might get a new LG TV or something because the phone was really good or something like that. So it's like a gathering mind share thing. Or you have the LG TV and you get, the TV was really good, I should buy a phone or something. So it's like,
I hear you, but I don't think that's necessarily how people think. I mean, I feel like
there are people
TVs and phones are so far like.
Yeah, I know.
There's like multiple steps that need to happen before that. But LG doesn't have the devices that
For me and you, absolutely yes. We don't think about we don't. Our mind doesn't go that far. But I have met some people that are. I have actually met some people. To be honest, I have even dated some people that were basically, yeah, I have a Sony TV. I want a Sony tablet and I want a Sony phone. Because I have a Sony TV.
Sure.
And maybe they will integrate somehow better that way. I have met those people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for a tech nerd like you and me, and this is like, what? People think like that? But anyway, yeah, some people think like that. Anyway, but yeah, for me, LG wasn't like a reasonable like option even when they were at their height. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I also don't think they've ever gotten like there. They haven't released a phone that was like, okay, well, this is it.
Yeah,
this is the one.
Yeah, they have made like I remember the LG V40, like V40 was one of the most interesting phones for me at least. It had like also a little bit like the Samsung approach where you pack everything into it, but the specs were really good. And at that point, 3 years ago ish, I feel like 2 years, 3 years, LG V40. But yeah, I won't miss LG phones.
Same. Well, for us it's different because
Yeah.
I haven't had an Android phone in like a million years at this point. But something tells me that even Android people will not miss LG very much.
Yeah.
They can be known as the TV people, They probably want to be good at making smartphones, but not everybody can.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at Sony. I mean,
yeah.
They kind of did it last year, but they also kind of made like a very niche smartphone with the, oh my, what was it called? Sony Xperia 1, 2, 1, 2?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, yes? That like a video shooting focused device. Like pro camera features and like ultra wide aspect ratio. Bizarre phone. I don't know who like does cinematography on their phone like this,
Yeah.
But sure.
That was.
But it was like also like a decent phone.
Yep. Yeah.
But it was expensive, considering all the extra features that they put in.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well, goodbye to LG, I guess.
Yeah. Because I think Sony left also like last year ish somewhere or 2 years ago from the stores in Estonia.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I remember a news somewhere. Sony, or was it? I think it was, or was it LG? I mixed them up.
It could be because they also have a minuscule market share in smartphone segment. It's tough. The smartphone market is tough.
Yeah, the smartphone market is really tough. Yeah, and or are they? No. I don't think there. Yeah, there are no Sony phones I can find. Oh wait.
I'm not surprised. Oh, there is.
I
wouldn't be surprised if there isn't. I mean.
Oh, I think.
I think that is it. That is the phone.
I remember what it was. It was all the operators, like the main phone stores, like Telia, Elisa, Telekax. They were removing all the Sony phones. I feel like. I think that was the news.
And that's right. I'm sure they're not very popular.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah.
All right, and yeah.
Just to stay a little bit on the phone topic, it's a thing that chargers are no longer included in the box. So in case you didn't see, the new iPhones didn't come with a charger. The new Samsung one, Samsung S21 and S21 Ultra, they don't come with a charger anymore. And one other firm, do you know which one? Yeah.
Xiaomi Mi 11.
Yeah,
That is different a little bit because I mean it's kind of coming to Western markets, but it isn't. But then it's coming and it's a little weird. Xiaomi is also the company that I'm not sure how popular they are.
Yeah.
Outside of Asia.
Oh, I feel like they are. Oh, I think my battery is dying.
Okay.
There's a blinking battery light. I didn't even know that this can show the blinking battery light. Anyway, just in case I disappear instantly, then. But we will gonna do the outro anyway. So we can
talk about chargers needs to be discussed.
Yeah, the chargers. Yeah, sorry.
We'll
just
talk about it next time.
Oh, it froze. Oh, wait, it unfroze. Okay, I don't know.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the chargers, they're gone. They're gonna be gone. So yeah, the most ironic thing was like Xiaomi also teased that though last time when Mi 11, Mi 10 was the last phone that came with a charger, and they even tweeted about it like, don't worry, we didn't leave anything out the box. And straight the next model, Mi 11 is like, okay, so no charger for you anymore. But did you know what they did? They included an option to have the charger also. So there are two options where when you want to buy the phone, you can checkbox on the ordering page that you want the charger or not. So it's like, and it's the same.
And now your camera is now officially dead. Rest in peace, camera. See, we went on for too long. I'm telling you, we need to condense it in an hour. We can. They can still see me, so that's fun. Oh, you want me to do the outro? Okay. Yes. If you want to hear, yeah, Elizabeth. Oh, it's a learning process. So if you want to hear us rant about chargers and more of the vacuum cleaners, and who knows what else is going to happen in the next 7 days in the tech world, you can tune in next time. I'm sure we have missed a number of things. Yes. Yes. I'm into it. Oh my goodness. Definitely gonna, 1 hour 50. Definitely gonna need to trim some fat. Well, it can only get better from here, so
Seems audio cut off.
Mine?
Seems.
Oh, Siim, your audio also cut off as well. So that's fun. Oh, that's fun. I don't know. Probably some OBS shit as usual. So, in case the people didn't hear, we will be back next week with Bernie Sanders, EU suing big corporations for lots of money, TV shows that we've been watching, and other things that we've been consuming in the media world, and whatever happens in the tech world over the next 6 to 7 days. So that's about it. Siim's camera died, his audio has cut off, so that's fun. So we will see you all next week. Did you stop the stream? Yay.